Waterfall is a French company created in 1996 by Nadine and I and other partners. The purpose of Waterfall was to create a different product line on the market. And we decided from the origin to start to create the glass loudspeakers. Glass loudspeakers are really specific. It's a little bit like cars without wheel in this industry. So people, even 25 years after, are still surprised. Oh, it's a glass speaker. How can it work? Well, it works because we did some innovation, the way to dump the energy inside the glass, which is of course quite specific.
We just love sound, so because a lot of it goes into it, and our passion for beautiful objects. And this is how it all started, because we wanted to do an actual speaker that was really beautiful and could disappear in a room.
You will never change a room with bad acoustic into a perfect room. But if you start with a room which is well designed, then adding this feature, of course, is important because you can optimize really your final results. At the end of the day, it's a chain. Every component is playing its job. So you need to get something which is homogeneous. So you need good speaker, good room acoustic, good acoustical treatment. And if at some point in the chain you spoil it, poof, everything goes away. I think it's a great thing to be able to correct rooms, because I mean, in a room you got passive acoustics, which also of course will help, but finally to be able to correct all the details is really fantastic. And the products made by Trinnov is just absolutely a fantastic machine. And I have to say that as a speaker manufacturer, we appreciate some features like in the bass management. If you know what's involved into speaker and problem with phase and crossovers, and if you look at what you can do with altitude products, it's just great. It was Julia and Caroline, when we started, it was the first experience in the theater market. So we started together. So it was back in 2014, and first installation, the speaker line with this new generation of subwoofer. So that was a technical evolution of the product. So you feel it in the room. And then of course came the amplifier. The last one to come was the AV processor. And so that was also interesting, because when you take a room, you do the room and that's it, you get the results, but you have no comparison. What was interesting for me is, plus it's quite close to us, so we can go easily there, is that specifically with the lights, the last setup with altitude 16 and precision is just amazing.
For me, I didn't go in between, and it was just like unbelievable.
When you do a home theater system, you got speakers and subwoofers. At some time, people don't realize what can be lost between subwoofer and speakers junction. And that's why your bass management is just great, because you can do absolutely what you want. You can have night, you can have day. And what was really nice experience, I think, also for Alexa, is that we tried the different possibilities because most of the people say, okay, let's set up this system and get the crossover frequency. I mean, okay, but what is the crossover type? Is it a Butterworth, liquids? What is the slope? And by adjusting that, you can really optimize the system in a few minutes. You just get in the middle of the targets. First one I met at Trinnov was Arnaud Destiné. We first met at some shows.
But shows are always so busy, and we're never really on the Paris scene and so on. But since Alexandre Garcia joined the team, also you've been exchanging a lot.
Because Alexandre is really technical. He knows his job, so that's an important thing. And we had the opportunity to talk a lot. That's important to be able to have real technical, interesting exchange with someone who knows what he's talking about.
Because usually the salespeople, they don't, like me, if you look at me as the expert, I'm not technical at all. But it's good that you find people who do both and so on. For me, Trinnov, I would say it's very similar to a Rolls-Royce. You create a wow factor. As soon as you open the box, you can see the quality of the product, the quality of the materials and everything. And as far as the techniques, I mean, it's completely unique. And proximity for us, it's a French product, so we're happy to bring French luxury to the world, and French luxury audio systems and so on is really good for what we're all aiming for, the passion.
What is great with Trinnov is that you have unique technology, so it's really a product that enables you as a speaker manufacturer to really go deep into some details that other products will not be able to supply. That coupled with also the fact that you handle all the line sound from the recording to the theater experience is something that is really unique in these industries. You also have things that I think are important. You can upgrade your products, they will not be obsolete. So I think for the end users, something very important. And also one of the big parts is the passion you have in this company with great people, technical support, and that's very important to customer. I mean, it was really trying this type of products because you bring so much to the industry.